Houston, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch it. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Looking for space. It's Owens. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. A&M able to pull out a close one the last time they saw the Longhorns.
That was a crazy game, and we were all there. You remember that? The energy in the stadium, Bevo drooling on the sidelines. They were bragging for a long time since then, Dave.
And so much bad blood, different conferences, leaving each other, not playing. The feud just continues to grow.
Discards a man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Leaves it with the running back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? To the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Handoff to the single back. Shakes off the defender. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against them. They showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That makes the score. Texas A&M.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 12, set to kick this one away. Texas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll start this drive firing. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 7, Texas 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The option look. Quick toss. Fights off a defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Tosses it back. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. slips through the line. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of times you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, and thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Handoff to the lone back. At the 45, on his way. Got a lot of running room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. It's complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Gibson. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. They'll try the run. Puts him in the spin cycle. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Quarterback checking the play. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Looking to buy time. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Between the uprights, it's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Texas.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Motion from the offense. To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The give to the left side. And he could not get loose on the run. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Handoff to the lone back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Got room at the 35. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On the run, it's Moss. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
Texas A&M 17, Texas 3.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half.
Texas.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Golden. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking for room, it's Gibson. Really nice run there, good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. Quarterback checking off. To throw, it's Manning. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to a playmaker in open space.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Running back searching for a hole. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Quick handoff. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Got enough for the 1st. Running toward the tape. The 20. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The Aggies in position to say goodbye to Texas University, so long to the orange and the white as they build the lead.
It's been gig 'em here. They're pulling away, just making more plays, and it seems like at the opportune moment, they're the team that's stepping up.
And they're loving this. The A&M fan base, that is. Just loving giving it to their rival, Texas. If they could finish this one off, these people will go insane.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 12, set to kick this one away. Texas.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter, minute and a half to go here. Quarterback will audible. Back to the air one more time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Uncorks it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 24, Texas 3.
And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Got it on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the running back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Gain of 1. 3rd down coming.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's got it inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. The QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They want that clock to run. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Texas A&M 31, Texas 10.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick it off. Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and
10. Here comes the Texas offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's gone. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Release to the back. And wings it incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. They're going to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's got him and they convert. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup and they have a 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
He'll get rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Getting some heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all